Good afternoon, Stampers. How is everybody? Welcome to Tuesday's Live. So this week, Diane and I are just doing what we wanted to do and bringing you projects um, from the annual catalog or from the current mini. And before we get started, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Welcome to those that are watching me on Facebook. Don't forget to make comments and allow StreamYard to accept your comments so that your comments will show. And make sure you give us hearts and thumbs up if you like something. And if you're following me on my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on a replay, please say replay so we know when you're watching. So my name is Judy Anderson. I'm an independent demonstrator from the United States, and Diane is from Canada. And we get together every week and bring you projects on each other's formats. So welcome, welcome. So a little bit of the housekeeping. Don't forget, today is the last day to join our teams at the super low prices. I believe in Canada it's $100, and here in the United States it's $75. And we would love for you to join our team and community of demonstrators in both areas. And as you can see, demonstrators from all over the world get together and help each other out. So hello, Vicki from chilly Minnesota. Do you have snow up there? It's been chilly here, but today today is supposed to get to 50 and tomorrow into the low 50s. So I love snow, but at the same time, I love the warmth also. So, and then the second thing we want to cover today is the last chance. Now, the last chance sale does start tomorrow. And these are items from the mini catalog that will not be carried over. And once they're gone, they are gone. And I was reading this morning, I think that there is already a ribbon that's sold out here in the United States, and it's not going to be offered again. So make sure you get your wish list ready and order first thing tomorrow morning. So let's get started. I'm going to switch the view, and hopefully I am not going to have trouble with sound. And I am going to move my phone. So here is a peek at the last chance list. Now these are the one, my list is been modified not to include any French sets. And in here you will see like the snow time dies are discounted 20%. So there are some items that are discounted, and you want to make sure you get those right away because those have a tendency of selling out fast. The seasonal swirl dies are 40% off, and the festive finish dies are 50% off. So I sent out a email yesterday with a list, and I'm sure Diane did too. If not, and you need a list and you are working with Diane or myself, please email us and we will get that list right to you, okay? So I am using the Nature's Beauty stamp set today. And we have Anneke from the Netherlands. Welcome. It's rainy and windy over the Netherlands. Ooh, it's a chilly day, a good day for some hot cocoa or hot soup, right? So the Nature's Beauty stamp set has been around for a little bit, and this is a set that I go to. I even have done Christmas cards with this, but I go to this set a lot for masculine cards. And I'm pairing that up with the sayings from the Peaceful Moments. And here we go. So I have some pieces here, and I'm going to give you the measurements. And if you are getting any kind of feedback, could you please let me know so that I hopefully can alleviate that. We had a couple problems last week. So my basic white is 1.5 by 3 inches. And then I have the Evening Evergreen, which is 1 11/16 by 3 3/16. So what I did before we get too far in this
with my mats. I didn't want them a full quarter, so I went 1/16 smaller. So I'm going to pull in my my paper trimmer here. So you see here it's 2, and so instead of going to 2 1/4, I go to that little line beforehand. So that doesn't give me a full 1/4 inch. So that's what I did on all these pieces. The next piece is some Designer Series paper, and this one is from the Pansy Petals, and this is out of the annual catalog. And we all have a tendency of going to our flowers and that, but I love using the back. So I'm mixing this up today with some Designer Series paper out of our mini catalog, and it's a Christmas paper, and it's called Painted Christmas. It's one of my favorite Designer Series papers in there. So this Designer Series paper is measured at 1 1/8 by 4, and the Evening Evergreen is 1 5/16 by 4 inches because I want it the same length. And then our next 2 pieces are the Designer Series paper is 2 by 4, and then the Evening Evergreen is 2 3/16 by 4 3/16. I know you guys are thinking, Judy, did you have to do the 16ths? It's really easy. You just remember the little line before the 1/4 inch. Then we have some soft succulent, 4 by 5 1/4. We have a basic white, the same size. My card base is going to be Evening Evergreen at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I am using some of the matte decorative dots out of the mini catalog. I love these. Okay, Diane says it's not too bad. I'm going to turn my phone off. And hopefully it'll be none. I love these matte dots, and these have Evening Evergreen in them, and it goes in a variation of colors from deep to light, almost to a soft succulent. So you're actually getting kind of 2 colors in here. And then we have Granny Apple Green. I believe this is Cherry Cobbler and soft So Saffron. So I'll be using those. Now, when I was getting stuff together, I came across the scrap. And if you guys remember last week, I used the Expressions in Ink and Permapack, and I showed you how to use some of these bare areas. I thought, you know what, I might be able to add a little bit of bling to this card. Not too much because it's a masculine card. So the 2 Designer Series papers we're mixing is the Pansy and the out of the annual catalog, and then the Painted Christmas out of the mini catalog. And I just thought that these went well with my theme today. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go ahead and fold our card base and just burnish that with our bone folder. I'm going to go ahead and add my soft succulent. Now at this point, you could emboss this if you want to do a little bit more texture on your card, but I didn't feel that it quite needed it this time around. We're going to go ahead and put this on. I am actually working without one of my lights today because it seems it gave a glare. And while it comes up good on the camera, so Aniki says it's blurry. I can't adjust that at all. It might be because it's a little dark. Let me turn this light on. That might help, Aniki. Okay, now we're going to grab our basic white, and we are going to stamp the deer image onto this. And I'm going to use the soft suede. I feel that this is a nice brown, nice earthy brown, and it picks up the browns in the pine cone in my Designer Series paper. Okay, so I'm going to put him on there. And then I thought, well, why not add some grass with our Evening Evergreen? So I'm taking the little grass image. I'm going to add that. I am sorry if you are hearing my neighbor is cutting, well, he's mulching up his leaves. He's not cutting grass. Our grass hasn't grown. But of course, he decided to do it right before I came on. Okay, so we have that image. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our mat. Let's close this up. And I love using, again, the liquid glue because we have a little bit of wiggle room. And when you don't have quite a 1/4 inch on your mat, sometimes you need that wiggle room. Put that right on there, just like that. And I'm not going to color this image. I feel the artist has done a good job with the image just like it is. I could take a blend my blender pen and just do in some of the white areas, but I feel that they have done a great job with that image. I'm going to go ahead and add all my Designer Series paper. Oh, this is where I was thinking of adding on that little bit of gold. What do you think? Should I put the gold or not? Let me know in the comments if we should do the gold. Okay. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put the gold behind the evening evergreen since I already did the glue and didn't give you guys a chance to answer. Oh my gosh, forgot all about that. I love when you guys help me decorate and design my cards. And it's just depends on how much you want to add. And this is just going to go right across here. And we are doing it edge to edge. It is the same length as our evening evergreen. Okay, and let's give that a good squeeze there. We have all our pieces almost already together. And as you can tell, this card is going together rather quickly. Okay, let me see. Add the gold, add the gold. Okay, we're adding the gold. Let me see if I have enough time. Sometimes if you take your spatula, because I really want it below. Oh no, you know what? I'm just going to do it underneath this green. I'm going to put it here. And you're going to notice that I did not cut any of this off because I can add that to the card and you won't see all of it, but it helps me give me a little bit more to glue on to that. So I'm going to turn that over and just press. Okay. Okay, now this piece is going to go on first, and I am not going to raise it with dimensionals. Oh no, Judy's not using dimensionals yet. Believe me, we're going to use them. I think a touch of gold is great for this. Just going to add some glue into there, and we're going to place this up kind of in this quadrant up here, just up towards the upper half a little bit. And let's just press that down. Okay, now this piece is going to go across right here. But before placing that, I love these images here, these little brush images. And I'm going to take my soft suede again, and I'm just going to estimate where this is going to be going. And I'm just going to put that right in there, just for a little bit of interest right there. Now, you could do this in the evening evergreen or the soft succulent. It would not matter. So let's put this piece on. Okay, and I have to make sure that I have room for my verse. So we are going to place this up just here. And see how that is just peeking out? That's exactly what I wanted. I'm going to move that over. Just a little peeky back there. Okay, now that I have that on, now I want to stamp another one. Let's stamp this here so it's like in the background. And that's bringing your eye up into that area. I'm going to reach for my evening evergreen for my verse. And this is where I went to my Peaceful Moments stamp set. And I've just got this happy birthday. And I want to test this out. Let me grab a scrap here. Okay, because I want it good and dark. And sometimes I will do my sentiments with my Stamparatus so I can double layer them. But I love sets that have like the Peaceful Moments that have sentiments only in them because you can use them with a variety of stamp sets. And the Nature's Beauty doesn't have any words, so we need words, right? Okay, we're going to place this guy, and we're going to place him right here, and we're going to place him with dimensionals. Now, like I said, pop him up. We are going to use our black dimensionals because our evening evergreen is a dark color, and we don't want those white ones showing in the front. Plenty of dimensionals. We want that to be sticking up. Let's flip this around. I love that little bit of gold. Good idea, you guys. Except now I'm thinking that I put the gold on, and maybe I should put gold embellishments. But I'm going to stick with my first thought. Let's get this sucker off here. So people often ask me, do I really need the black dimensionals? I feel you do, because I like, once again, using them so that it doesn't show up so much when you look from the side. Like they almost disappear, don't they? Right there. So you don't even see them. Okay, so let's put that on. That's on really good. Okay, our card is almost done. Told you guys this was going to be a quick card today. I love when I can make cards rather quickly, and I have used this layout several times for different cards, varying up this rectangle right here. Sometimes I do a square, sometimes I do an oval. Okay, let's get our, I'm going to use the large ones, and we're going to put these right down in this corner. And when I place these, I place the two outside first, okay, because then I can eyeball the center one and where it's going, so it's got an even distance or pretty even distance between those two. So that's another little trick. Do the outsides first and then the inside. So the front of our card is done, and I do love that touch of gold, right? But we need the inside of our card. So once again, I have my basic white, and I am thinking, and maybe I need to do a layer of soft succulent also. So I'm switching this up again. I'm going to do this for 5¼ and it's at 5½. I'm just going to guesstimate because I'm using my mini trimmer. So that means I'm going to have to trim this piece down to 3 3/4 by 5. So I need to take off another 1/4 inch, and I will put this up and eyeball it and see how, oh my gosh, we came pretty close there. I lucked out, believe me. I don't get that lucky all the time. Okay, so we're going to stamp on this. So I'm going to grab our soft suede again, and just down in this corner, I'm going to put our little brush, and then I'm going to grab our grass again, and we're going to add some grass to this. Just down there. And then my sentiment is wishing you every happiness the special day may bring. From the same set. See if I can get it on there straight. I didn't put it on my block straight. Okay, we'll move these out of the way, and let's adhere this to the inside. You know, I know Diane makes a lot of masculine cards. She says she has more men in her life. And, you know, I have 3 sons, and I only have 2 grandsons. The rest of the gang are all girls. So definitely when my children were younger, the boys outnumbered the girls. But since my children have been having children, the girls are outnumbering. So they're having all the girls that I didn't have. I had 1. There we go. And look how, just by layering that inside with that green, it adds a little touch to that card. So, and Diane says that she does have a lot of men in her life. Now, like I said here, I didn't have to color that, but I'm going to show you by taking my blender pen and just brushing over the ink just a little bit, it is going to bring out some of that ink and transfer it. Now, it's not really dark. In fact, you guys probably can hardly even tell that I colored it, but it's just got a real light shade of brown on there. So that is today's card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so until next time, happy stamping, everybody. Bye-bye.